Friday, I think February 18th. February 18th or 19th, one or the other. Doing a little quick day hike this morning. Next week, leaving Monday in fact, I'm going to be doing six whole days on the Appalachian Trail up in New Jersey. Starting at the Delaware Water Gap and ending a few miles past High Point, New Jersey. So you know what, getting in a quick day hike this morning just to get things warmed up a little bit. You know, get my legs loosened up, my back strengthened up, so on and so forth. I typically go for day hikes once a week, so this is just the usual thing to do. I am over at Greenbelt Park today in Greenbelt, Maryland. You know, it's not the longest trail, not the most difficult trail either. It's actually relatively easy, but you know what? It's right down the road from where I live, and it just allows me to maintain a certain level of conditioning, which is great. So, just doing the perimeter trail, which is about a 5.5 mile loop. I believe it's 5.6 miles. You know, I'm planning on doing one, depending on what time I get finished. Maybe I'll do a second lap today. See how I feel. I know the park closes at like 3:30 and it's 12 o'clock right now, so we'll see time-wise what I'm able to get done. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys in a little bit when it comes up to you know, a nice little area or something like that. But I'm going to try to fly through this today, so don't expect too many videos. But talk to you guys again sometime soon. Bye, Ganoush out. How's it going, guys? So I'm about 2.5 miles already in. I've been hiking for, let's see what time I got. I've been hiking for about 45 minutes. So 2.5 miles for only 45 minutes. You know, I'm making pretty good time here. You know, I'm going to see how it is towards the end. If I feel like doing the full 11 miles, you know, I'll see if I have enough time. You know, I'm not in a time crunch today, but I am on schedule. I do have a class to teach at the College Park REI tonight. So I got to make sure I have all my gear together and everything straightened out, as well as, you know, I always get there nice and early so I can get things set up and, you know, staged the way I hope to get it done. But you know what, it's actually pretty nice here today. You know, it's a little on the chilly side, but I'm moving, I'm staying warm. It's nice during fall and winter time, to where it's nice and cool during the day, so I don't have to worry about overheating and really sweating. So it's doing pretty good. I'm not tired at all. You know, I got some water with me. I haven't even had to touch it. But, you know, I'm going to see how I am at the end of the 5.5 miles. See what time it is as well. I might just do the 5.5 miles today. And when I get up to New Jersey on Sunday, visit the local park up there and do another 5.5 to 7.5 miles on Sunday. You know, again, just to get the blood pumping in my muscles and everything, get them nice and warmed up. So when I strap my gear on come Monday morning, you know, I won't be going in cold turkey basically. So I'm yeah, about halfway through, coming up on 2.6 miles and just a little bit. So I'll be halfway through in probably just about less than an hour, which is great. So I'll pick up with you guys when I get to a transition point, which is, I know, a little further up ahead. Connects to like the horse trails and the bike trails and things like that. So yeah, talk to you guys soon. Baba Ganoush out. How's it going, guys? So I came up to that transition point that I was talking about. You can see behind me, that's just where I came from, the perimeter trail there. If you head down behind me this way, you can head towards the metro. So if you live in the surrounding areas of Greenbelt, but you don't necessarily have a car to drive or anything, there is a metro right on the opposite side of the main entrance that I went into. So yeah, I'm going to continue going on here. I can't remember what mile marker this is, but I believe it's about 3 miles. And I've only been hiking for about an hour, which is great. So it's pretty cool. There's actually a pretty decent campsite in Greenbelt Park as well. So you can see down this way, you have the horse trail and the bike trail behind me, and you have the walking trail down over my right shoulder here. So yeah, it's pretty neat. There's a campsite here. You do have to pay to stay here and everything. But if you and your family just, want to go camping real quick, you're looking for just a simple local place to go to, without being too far from home, I would absolutely recommend it. You call the campground ahead of time so you can reserve a space. They have, you know, parking spaces, tent sites set up, you know, your fire pit areas, so on and so forth. So it's actually a pretty decent area. So yeah, I'm going to continue going on here. There's a couple other intertwining trails that come through here, to where if you don't feel like doing the full 5.5 miles, you can do, I believe they have one that's about 1.5 miles and another one that's about 2.5 miles. Don't quote me on that, I could be mistaken. I haven't taken any of those myself because honestly, you know, I'm preparing myself to do more than just a couple miles. So yeah, so I'm going to keep going here. It is 1 o'clock right now, again about 3 miles in, and it's only been an hour. So, you know, I've been thinking about it. I'm probably just going to stick to the 5.5 miles today. Again, the park closes at 3:30 and I don't feel like getting locked in. And plus again, I have to stay on a bit of a schedule here today. I'm not on a time crunch, I'm just on a schedule. I just have to finish packaging my food and everything for my class tonight. My class is basically called What's in Your Backpack? What's in Your Pack? So we're going to have people actually bringing in their own gear, bringing in their backpack. And since I'm going on my own trip next week, I decided to, you know, bring in, you know, put together all my gear, get myself prepared, and bring it in to show them how I do things and to give them some ideas of how they could do, you know, package their things up as well. You know, make it more applicable to what they're trying to do, make it more authentic and everything as well. So I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. So yeah, here we go. Here's a mile marker, 3.2 miles, and it's 1 o'clock. So I'm moving at a really good pace. Again, I call it a leisure trail because it is really nice and easy. But, you know, it helps me get prepared for some of the miles coming up ahead. Now, I do have my day pack here, and I'll do a review on that later. It's the REI Traverse 28 liter. Great pack. I'll do a review on that in a separate video. But because this is so easy, what I simply do is I end up carrying a pretty decent amount of weight with me to at least get my body acclimated to carrying weight for a prolonged period of time. So I typically will just throw in a bunch of water bottles or something like that. With my new water filter, the Platypus Gravity Works, it does come with the 4-liter clean water bag. So today I basically just fill that thing up, toss it in my backpack, so I have 8 pounds of weight sitting in there. It's just absolutely nothing, but you know what, it's better than nothing. So talk to you guys in a little bit when I get further towards the end of the trail, end of the hike, and we'll go from there. Baba Ganoush out. How you doing, guys? So I just passed the 5 mile mark, which means I have about a half a mile to go. It is just past 1:30, so an hour and a half, 5 miles. You can understand what I mean, how easy this trail is. But again, it's right down the road for me, and it's just a great place with, you know, some of the minor elevation changes to help you get warmed up and prepared for some of your backpacking trips. And again, you know, if you find a place that there's really no elevation changes, simply just throw a little bit of extra weight into your backpack. It just helps your body get acclimated to carrying weight for a prolonged period of time, and it's going to pay dividends when you're on your long distance backpacking trips, you know, your multiple overnighters and things like that. You know, while I'm at work, I always get asked, you know, how I stay in shape for the trail, and I tell them, you know, I don't go to the gym and lift tons of weights and run on the treadmills and do all that stuff. I simply just go for my day hikes. I'm working on my cardio and my strength at the same exact time. And you know, it's going to pay much better off than simply lifting a ton of free weights doing squats. Now, I'm not saying don't do that. It absolutely, you know, if that's something that you love to do, absolutely go ahead and do that. You know, I'm a big advocate for, you know, just exercising, staying in shape. You know, I used to be a huge gym rat myself. However, you know, once I found the trail, all that kind of went away, and you know, I enjoyed being out here and making this into my gym instead. So I'm coming up on the parking lot in just a little bit. Got about 0.4 miles left to go in just over an hour and a half. So like I said, moving at a pretty decent pace, but again, it's also a very easy trail. But if you're local to the area surrounding Greenbelt, Maryland, College Park, Maryland, Hyattsville, different places like that, it's a great local place just to come and get out for a couple hours and hike around for a little bit. So I will catch up with you guys later. Again, starting Monday, I'm going to be up in New Jersey doing about 6 days on the Appalachian Trail. So I'm looking forward to I'm going to be doing 4 days completely on my own out there. Supposed to get some snow and possibly some freezing rain and things. So I will without a doubt be bringing my micro spikes with me. And you guys already know Hot Feet, my buddy Fernando, Hot Feet, as his trail name in the videos. He's going to be picking up with me Friday night, and he's going to be backpacking with me through Sunday afternoon there. So it's going to be a really great week. I'm going to enjoy it. A couple days might get some nasty weather, but for the most part, it's going to be perfect hiking weather. Again, I will be bringing my micro spikes because with some of the snow, freezing rain, and temperatures dipping down to the low 20s, I definitely want to make sure I got myself covered. I would hate to injure myself while I'm out in the middle of nowhere and end my trip short. So definitely don't want to have that happen. So I will catch up with you guys in just a few days here. So we'll be starting Monday, in which case will be my first edition of Motivation Mondays out on the Appalachian Trail. Going to be a really good episode there. So I will talk to you guys soon. See you in a couple days. Baba Ganoush out.